All right, so I'm making a female high waist trouser with right round elastic. Has been one of the most trending styles since this year, or lately last year and this year. So in this tutorial, I want to take you through the process by which you can make that type of trouser. And I'll also explain to you in details how to get the crotch and everything you need. So here, the first thing you have to know is to use your desired fabric, which is a vintage fabric. And then we are going to mark out our baseline. Our baseline will be the first thing you will mark out from here. So you mark out your baseline to have a straight line as well. So once your baseline has been properly marked out, so the next you will do now, you also mark out this area, and then you impute the hem allowance, which is 2 inches for the folding for the hemming, 2 inches for the folding for the hemming. You mark it up through this as well. Then you apply the length of your trouser, the length, which is we are going to use 42 here, 42 inches length. So now this length will be considered. Okay, let's use 43 so that it can flow very well on my client. So now, because of the fact that this person's requested for a band that is elastic all through and a rope, so the band measurement should be considered. So we are going to deduct the band measurement of 1.5, because that is the elastic I bought or I'm using to work, 1.5 elastic. Then you're also going to add ½ inch extra. That's to join the elastic to the waist of the trouser. That is a 1 inch total was removed. So invariably now, you can mark 42 as against 43. So the rest will be augmented by the virtue of adding the band and everything, right? So you gotten to understand how this is done. So you mark all through this way. So you connect all through this way. So this length of trouser is a bit of a high waist. It's not really a pure high waist. So here you divide your hip by 4. So which the hip you have is 53. So here divide 53 by 4, which is 13.25. So now, because it's like I told you, it's a bit of high waist. So I am going to add extra 2 inches to that whatever value you divided by 4, right? That's the hip value by 4. But then also consider that if you're making a natural, like real high waist that gets to the navel, you add extra 3 inches to your hip over 4. So here I add extra 2, that's 15.25. And then I will push out the band measurement of 1.5. Don't forget, very important, because if you apply it from here, the band comes in and it makes it to be longer. So push out the 1.5 inch here this way, and then you mark the 15.25. So here you mark 15.25 for your crotch depth. You mark all through this way. Now this measurement was sent, so which I don't know how perfect it is, but then my own discretion, since it gave me 15.25, I will just mark as 15.5 for the hip circumference, so that I will do on a taper side, 15.5 this way, and then mark extra 2 inches on the extra inch allowance. So then I will now just give a little fit effect on the pocket side. Okay, then let's just transfer this first to the hip value, to the waist value. So here you place this way, transfer this measurement you have here to go on a straight line to the waist line. This way, go straight this way, and then you are going to connect from here with a curve. It comes in this form as well. Then after which you are going to take the measurement from the crotch point this way, take it straight down from the crotch extension, take it straight down. So you don't need to, you know, mark your knee, your ankle, or whatsoever. You just take it straight down from there. And then the pocket position. So here I will mark it to be 2.5. And here I will do it to be 8 inches so that it will be a bit free for her to, you know, pocket his hands freely without much problems. So I will cut this out. I'll also show you how the back panel will be drafted. So this is it. So you gently cut it out. So if you are loving what you're seeing, I think I should be making more of female tutorials on the channel. I think I have some female subscribers following me on the channel. So if you're a lady watching this video and feel you love what I'm doing, please kindly comment so that I will know that I have female designers that would like to learn some female styles, especially this two-piece, right? Because this is gonna be a two-piece with a cam collar shirt, you know. So if you're a lady, please kindly indicate so that I will know I have some female designers here on this channel. So now if you observe, I did not mark any waist measurement here. The elastic that I am going to bring in will be the one to squeeze it all in this way. That if you are doing all right round elastic, which is what we are going to do in this tutorial, then to get the back panel perfectly drafted. Okay, so now you know, turn it over the other way around. So because of the fact that the baseline here is where we have our little the back panel is where we have our little change or little additions. So this is what I am trying to do. So just watch closely and understand what I am doing. Now, if you observe, there is this fit that always comes on trousers. Now, this panel now, if you observe, I did not mark the knee or the ankle. I use the hip value to go down straight. So what I will do next is to extend this crotch line in a slanted form this way. And at the back point, I will mark 2.5 or even 3 inches to accommodate the hip bulge here. So now this extension I am doing, I don't need to mark any inch anymore here. So this line will be flushed somewhere towards the knee region. We don't need to add this extra inch all through to the hem. Please, it's not important. It will make the trouser not to be balanced. I want it to stand erect. Like when you put it on, it stands erect. So here, you know, because of the fact that normally we add extra inch at the back waistline, so you just add extra 1.5 or 2. So I use 1.5. So here you add extra 2 inches to this. Then use your hip curve as well to connect this from here. It goes all through. So since we are doing back elastic, so there's no need to raise the back panel. And this is a bit of the high waist. So you're not going to raise the back panel for any reason. So you cut this all through this way. Cut this all through this way. So you go all through this way. And you cut all through this way. So you see what I'm doing here. So if you want to achieve the same result, I will encourage you to follow the same process or the same pattern, and you will be very glad you did. This method I am showing you, I've used it for more than 10 years in working in sewing for female palazzo trousers, and the fitting is second to none. Like, it comes out perfectly. It comes out perfectly, more than I even expected. So this is it. Now we are through with the front and the back panel. So look at it. So the next to do now is to cut a fabric that will be enough to go right around the band. So you can just, measure all through here, and then you're gonna double it. So this is 17. So you can cut 34, 36-inch length for the elastic. So the pocket will also be shown. So here is the trouser panel, or the trouser drafting. The trouser drafting. So the band, let me cut this out. So for the band, we can use this to do the band. So the band might be on 2-layered fabric, but then I will now join it together. So remember that we agreed to have the band to be 1.5, right? 1.5, maximum is 2 inches. So here you fold in this form, and then you measure. So here we can do it 2 inches here, leaving half an inch to attach to the men trouser bodies. So here is ideal. So I will cut this from here. So you cut the band all out. So this band will not be gummed because of the elasticity, the elastic we are going to add. So it won't be gummed, it will be sewn. I will show you how to do it, and also creating space for the rope to come in. So this will be the band we are going to use.